So problem number 12 is asking us to write 203 and 42 thousandths in standard form and expanded form. So remember that standard form is just regular numbers, okay? Just regular standard numbers that you're used to seeing. So I'm going to start off, and sometimes it's helpful to think about that decimal point and where that decimal point is going to be. Remember the word and is, we say and wherever the decimal point is. So we have to write 203. So I'm going to write 203. Notice we have to have a 0 there. And my decimal point for that word and, 42 thousandths. So I know that it needs to end in the thousandths place. So I'm going to think about that thousandths, and I am going to say that's tenths, hundredths, thousandths. I know that 42 needs to end in my thousandths place, so I'm going to write 42 so it ends in my thousandths place, and notice I have to have another 0 placeholder. So there is my number in standard form, 203 and 42 thousandths. Remember to be extra careful writing this standard form. It's very easy to make a mistake and leave out one of those 0 placeholders. So now we have expanded form. And this is something that's very important for everybody to know, because we've talked about different types of expanded form. We've talked about using expanded form where we just write the place value of each digit using the decimals. We also talked about decimal fractions. Remember, for decimal fractions, we would write 3/10 as 3/10 in our expanded form. We're now going to even talk about another expanded form that you've seen, but we haven't written very often. And that is when you take the value, you take the digit and multiply it by the place. So what I'm going to first start off is I'm going to write this as 200 plus 3 plus this digit is worth 4 hundredths, and this digit is worth 2 thousandths. So I did my expanded form with decimal fractions. Notice I didn't have to write anything if I had a 0 in that place. So I took 200, and each digit I wrote as an add-in to find that total value. Now, the expanded form, the challenge expanded form, which is what they're going to expect to see in New York State, and what you're going to be expected to know for 6th grade, is when you then take those values and you expand them out one more time. Meaning, you're going to say that 200 is worth 2 times 100. Notice I'm taking the digit that's in the placeholder and multiplying it by the place that it's in. And I am adding, and this is one that we're definitely going to need to have parentheses, I'm adding 3, and that's 3 is in the ones place. So I'm going to write 3 times 1. Now I have plus, and now I need to write this in that expanded form. Meaning I have 4, and it's in the hundredths place, so 4 times 1/100th. Notice that I'm using the fraction of the place value. And then, last but not least, I'm going to add the 2 times the place value of thousandths, so 1,000th. And there you have it, the expanded form that they will be looking for in New York State test, and that you will be expected to know for 6th grade. Again, we've seen it, we've done it, just not a lot of it. So I wanted to make sure that you saw it, especially now.